So it's Wednesday morning, and I wanted to shoot the final vlog of the trip, just kind of a recap and just some final thoughts. I never want to get tired, and I never will, of thanking those who prayed during the trip, before the trip, and those who were supported to make it possible to make those trips happen. It's hard to encapsulate all that God did and all the conversations and all the people who came and shared what God was stirring up in their hearts. There's no way to report everything. And so I try to give some highlights and bits and pieces, but I'm always overwhelmed coming back to the States and just thinking about the last week and a half and all that God did. And it's really incredible. And I'm very humbled to see the Lord working in our ministry and all that he's doing. A couple things, I shared a little bit about it in the vlogs, but when there's a lot of spiritual warfare, it's really an indicator for me that I'm on the right track. That God really wanted this trip to happen because the enemy was fighting, and so it's so crucial that we have intercessors praying, and God had the victory and got through to so many people and had a real work there, and so. It shows me that I'm on the right path. That's what God was asking me to do when the enemy comes and tries to attack throughout the trip. One of the things that I think is really interesting, it's kind of unique to my ministry, is that not only do I have kind of a missionary standpoint of going into other foreign cultures, but also other church cultures, and so being able to minister in different denominations has been such a blessing. And I see that I'm talking about, biblically sound doctrinal denominations. When I go into them, all of them have something to offer. Every group, every movement in the church, they have a strength, and you can really receive. And I have the blessing of being able to go into different ones and receive from them different things that are really important and strong in their culture that I think we all need. And then every movement also has weaknesses, where blind spots where they don't see them, and so. A lot of times, if you grow up in a certain denomination, you spend your whole life there, you go to their churches, you're around under their pastors' ministries, we can get so narrow-minded of, our way is the right way and everyone else is wrong, and sometimes it leads to judgment in the church. And I see that division where a lot of times we might have certain perspectives of other denominations, what they believe, and we kind of stereotype them. And being able to go in and minister in different places and different churches, I just see the strength of our unity if we were to come together on the things that we do agree with, and be able to disagree on things and not have it drive wedges in relationships. I see that the beauty of the whole body of Christ, that we're in all different expressions of the body, but when we come together, there's really we all bring something to the table. And so I was just really encouraged by that, and my prayer for the church worldwide is that we would come together. I think as the times get darker and persecution comes on the church stronger, it's going to naturally unify us. We're going to come together because we're going to have to in order for survival, and so I do think we're going to see a unifying of the church. But it's for me, it's a real blessing, a rich blessing, to be able to go into different nationalities and different denominations and be able to pour out what God's put in me. And so I'm so grateful for what God did. I love the country of the Netherlands. I would encourage you, please pray for them. They're in some real significant battles with the culture around them, with the government, and some of the things they're mandating. And so the church there needs all of our prayers. And so I would encourage you, as you're watching this video, take some time and pray for the Netherlands. Put them on your prayer list. Pray for the church there, because there's a movement of true born-again believers that are really wanting to impact the world around them. A lot of the Bible school students, many of them are going to other countries, but a lot of them are going to parts of the Netherlands that are unreached, that don't have a strong presence of believers, and they're going in there to share the gospel. And so God is doing something. He's raising up a generation. He's empowering believers to do what God's called them to do. And so keep the country in prayer, because they need it, just like all of us do. And so I'm grateful again. Thank you for those who are watching this vlog and are part of this and praying along the way. You're a part of the ministry team. I couldn't do it without you, truly. And so thanks for staying tuned with it, and God bless you. We'll do another one of these on the next trip.